All right, next up. Spider-Man Noir series that Amazon is set to bring on Steve Lightfoot, the Punisher, as a co-showrunner alongside writer Oren Uziel.
Is this going to be animated or is this going to be live
No,
action?
live action.
Live
Really?
action.
Live action.
That would be
Yeah.
cool. That would be cool. I like
I'd
Spider-Man Noir.
I'd prefer it be animated, but
Is it still gonna have Nick Cage's voice?
Nah, I don't know.
That'd be cool.
well, didn't Nick Cage just say he's doing like 3 or
He's
4 more movies and he's gonna transition to
He's
TV?
gonna retire.
Yeah, he wants to transition to television. He thinks he's only got like 10 more years left to live. Is what he said in that article.
His career
What
ended
do you
10
want?
years ago.
You know what? He's a weird individual. He might know the truth. You don't know. But
Dude,
Wait,
he
I'm
may
not-
live. Dude,
Mandy
he's
was
one of those that's
wonderful.
gonna live forever. Okay.
He's made some good movies.
good movie and
I-
absurd movies, which you gotta love.
He's made crap, yeah, but he had tax problems and he started shitting out movies. But the man's made some goddamn good movies. So he
Come
gets
on, Con
past
Air.
that book.
Academy Award winning Con Air with that hair, that mullet he had.
Did anybody see the Color Out of Space? The
Oh, I
Lovecraftian
love
thing
the
he was
color
in.
out of space.
Yeah.
I
Dude,
love
that movie was
It's beautiful.
Yep.
It's gorgeously filmed movie. It's a fantastic movie.
It's beautiful, man.
I liked
That
it.
movie
I
is
liked it
freaking
more than
amazing.
Mandy.
There you go.
And
Is
Mandy
anybody
was
excited
good.
about this?
I am.
I am. I like the character. I think it's something different, something fun. This is what Marvel should be doing. They should be taking chances and doing some weird shit.
Well, they're gonna start doing a lot of one shots at Marvel, and kind of like what they did with Werewolf by Night. So maybe that'll work out.
I thought article came out. Or was that the Degrassi that said
It was
They-
Degrassi.
Degrassi.
they're cutting those specials. The
They're
funding.
not
They're
cutting-
cutting those specials, but if they do the Marvel Spotlight stuff, they could still do short run series
Well, listen,
cheap.
Well, no, the specials is what they were going to pivot to. They're going to do longer form series, and then they're going to pivot to doing like specials to introduce characters instead of doing a whole 15 series show on one character. They're going to do like Marvel Spotlight things to spotlight like a character, and then they'll do like short run shows and the longer form shows for more important stuff. Is what Iger said the other day. So
yeah, Iger definitely isn't the person that should be talking to. He's an idiot. But man.
Give him hell, Dom. Give him hell. Tell me you really.
There goes nice Dom.
No. I'm just saying the fact is that if he did based on quality instead of quantity, we could have had a lot of stuff. A lot of shit. Look, there's a lot of characters in comic books. We know that, and everybody like DC was famous for Batman and Superman, and then everyone had to take chances. But then they started taking chances with different characters, and if it worked, it worked. The same thing with Noir. They took chances. They didn't have the X-Men franchise. They did do Guardians of the Galaxy. They did do a whole bunch of other stuff, but
oh hell, they brought the Avengers for being D tier heroes to A-listers. So,
true.
and the thing is, and they did the same with the Guardians. And honestly, if you watch that Werewolf by Night special, it was freaking amazing.
No, it is. But it seems that they take 2 steps forward and 4 steps back every time they do something, and it's like,
Well, with the failure of the Marvels, it looks like that Iger and may possibly let Feige actually do his freaking job instead of spreading him thin. And if we can get classic Feige back, I think it'll get better.
I just hate the fact that people blame each other. It's like, oh yeah, it's this, no, it's that, it's this. Come on, you guys, fuck you guys. You know what you guys did. That's why just do shit right. Do what you were doing in the beginning that made things successful. And that's the problem. They're not following what they did, the blueprint of how they became.
You ain't catching that lightning in a bottle again.
No, I think they're following the same formula. I just think that people are just tired of it.
Yeah,
I
mean, you can't.
I really, they've had 30 some plus films. You can't have every movie a hit.
Look, the way I see it is this. I know what I'm waiting for to come to the MCU, and it's coming in a phase or two. And as long
Wonder
as
Man?
I get... No, X-Men.
2035? 2035?
I want the X-Men stuff and I want the Fantastic Four stuff,
I
and
won't be
that's what.
65 when it comes out.
Yeah, tell you the
Yeah,
truth,
I'll be 65. Yeah.
I wasn't the happiest with the MCU stuff that everybody wanted. The MCU that everybody has nostalgia glasses for. I'm not a really huge fan of the Avengers. I'm not a huge fan of the
Nobody
Guardians.
is. No, nobody has ever been a huge fan of the. I've never met anyone that's a huge fan of the Avengers from a comic standpoint. It's like
AOA.
I'm an Avengers guy. No, AOA loves Captain America, and I will always give him that.
But
But
you have
Cap is 100% better as Cap. Not
like I said, I've been
What happened?
holding on for over 10 years now for them
Uh,
to finally put the X-Men on screen because I want to see what Feige does with the X-Men. Beyond that, I could care less. I'll watch them, and they're just a movie to me. I'm not a huge proprietor. I mean, the MCU is great. A lot of it's been good, but then again, it's like I told Brucifer. I pick and choose when it comes to the MCU. I don't I don't watch everything. I don't have to. If there's a movie or show I don't want to watch, I can just go to YouTube and have somebody explain it to me for 5 minutes.
well,
True.
look, you know what? Look, in the past, I've said things about certain movies and things like that. It's just, it's not fatigue. It's just, I'm telling bad writing and a lot of stuff. But writing has a lot to do with things, and you could throw anything in a movie if you have good writing. People will definitely like it if the writing is good. Like, hey, you know what? All right, this is going on. But if something's really cool in the writing, like, oh, all right, at least the story was solid. We're not getting solid stories, and that's the problem.
It's formulaic. It all feels the same. When corporate hashes all this crap through, it all feels the same. It all has the same look and feel. Nothing feels different, looks different, and nobody wants to see 30 movies that look and feel the same. They need to pivot and do something different.
I see it differently though. Like, okay, just remember entertainment is subjective. Okay, it's based on how you see it. I know people who think Pink Flamingos is the best movie ever made. I
It's a
think it's
great
horrible
movie.
crap. Okay.
Oh, you're insane. That's a fantastic fucking movie.
Right.
Never
But
badmouth John Waters again.
John Waters. Woo. Anyway,
Look, there's a lot of interesting characters that are yet to portray on the screen, the big screen.
I will
And
admit,
if they can get good writers to take some of these characters and do it, they can still make money. And look, I think the $3 billion movies are definitely off the table. We're not going to see that for a long time. We might not ever see that ever again. Never see $1 billion, close to $2 billion again. But if you have good quality writers that can take on projects that will make these characters, you can feel for these characters, you can get that feeling again. It's just they need to have it down.
I think Marvel has the same well, not as bad as Marvel and DC have the same problem that the major characters are recognizable, their brand. And when you try to throw these lesser characters into a movie, people aren't willing to accept them. They're really not.
the people that like those lesser characters, they're going to be the ones that peruse the movie. The ones that don't. I mean, I still haven't seen Blue Beetle, and I hear it's great. But
I
that's
love
the
Blue
thing.
Beetle.
I was
You
never
heard
a huge Blue
incorrectly.
Beetle fan.
This
I
guy.
was I was never a huge Blue Beetle fan, but I have friends that have told me it's great, and I'm going to watch it. I just haven't taken the time. But see,
Those
the
friends
thing
have
is,
misled you.
my question is my problem is this, and we mentioned Godzilla -1 earlier. They made that movie for $15 million, and it looks spectacular.
Mhm.
Why are our movies, and I'm not just talking about the MCU, I'm talking about why do movies in America go beyond the $100 million mark? Like, where is the money going? If Toho can make a movie that looks that good for $15 million, why are our budgets for movies so inflated? Aside from people wanting cocaine, I guess. I don't know, man. It doesn't make sense to me.
Oh, they had actors in those monster suits. They weren't CGI.
Well, no, but that's a problem. Okay, one major problem is the
Mm-hmm.
overabundance of CGI in American movies. I've always said with horror movies, practical effects are much better than seeing CGI in a horror movie. Okay? And there are certain things that these big blockbuster movies need to look at Otherwise, the companies are going to take hits badly. I mean, there have been very few movies that actually didn't bomb this year or lose money. And part of that's, like Bruce and I have said before, part of that's just economics right now. People are pivoting more towards streaming than they are towards, going to the movie theater because it's cheaper. And I think that's part of it too. So,
And I will give it to Toho. The last two Godzilla movie special effects have been great. You can't say that about the 5 before that.
well, no.
No. But also with CGI, look at American Werewolf in London. Almost a perfect movie. American Werewolf in Paris comes out, they CGI the whole thing. Horrible movie.
Well, that's what I mean by horror movies with CGI.
Mhm.
There was a bad glut in the late 90s, early 2000s where they stopped using practical effects because everybody wanted to use CGI in their movies. And you can definitely tell the difference in practical effect blood and CGI blood. Okay? There's a distinct major difference there. It doesn't look right. So
Come
with
on,
horror
Dawn of
movies,
the Dead. Dawn of the Dead, the original Dawn of the Dead, 1979. George Romero used freaking shrimp cocktail.
Tom Savini.
Yeah.
Tom Savini used shrimp cocktail for the blood when they ripped the guy open and then we eaten out of the guy. That was shrimp cocktail. Come on.
yeah.
I mean,
I actually got to
I'm
meet
allergic.
Tom Savini. I took a makeup artist class with Tom Savini for a weekend in Dallas
That's awesome.
years ago. It was fun. He was fun.
He's a great guy.
He's an amazing dude. Hilarious.
Oh, I'm just hoping that Steve Lightfoot can add the same Punisher-like feel from Netflix to the Spider Noir series.
I do too. And look, I look forward to just about every Marvel project, whether I watch it the first day it comes out or not. I still want to see things, do okay. And honestly, it's like I've told people before. Even if they stop making the huge strides they did in the first couple of phases, these movies are going to go on for a very long time from now. They're never going to totally go away.
They need to. This is the time they need to start experimenting. See if some other things take on a cheap budget.
I agree.
Where there's no major overs. I mean, there really isn't. They could talk about Kang all they want. There's no major story arc right now. Nobody gives two shits. Nobody knows if Jonathan Majors is going to be around. Nobody knows any of that stuff.
Yeah.
So experiment. Do some weird shit now.
But I tell you, we're about to get Secret Wars and Deadpool 3. That's going to be some weird experimentation for you.
Don't remind me of Deadpool 3. It seems like the whole freaking movie's been leaked online already with all those set photos.
Parts of it.
It's going to be
some of those
8 million cameos of dumb shit.
Are a lie just to throw people off, because.
Yeah,
I think that's a lie.
True too. A lot of set photos are lies or not fully realized or whatever. There's a lot of things that the studios do to throw you off their scent. I mean, we know about the trailers for Infinity War that had Hulk in them, and he was never in the frickin' movie.
Nope.
Feel better, Pete. Mr. COVID. Florida sucks.
Dude, COVID's horrible.
Yeah, I got COVID in Texas, man. Not fun.
Stay out the South.
I've had COVID 3 times, and because these idiots down here don't like to mask. Ugh.
Yeah.